Season 6 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City continues to deliver drama, and Episode 2, titled Law and Out of Order, is no exception. This week, the spotlight is on Lisa Barlow as she makes her return to the screen, immediately taking charge and making waves. After last week's wild premiere, where the ladies ventured into what felt like a horror movie scenario in the forest, we finally get a bit of breathing room, though the tension never really lets up. Meredith even cracks a joke that the network wouldn't let them die because it's too much of a liability, and honestly, that line perfectly sums up how these women navigate danger and drama with a dash of humor. The episode opens with a shocking reality. The women actually survived the night in an RV, which looked more like a thrift store of uncomfortable AMC recliners than a proper sleeping arrangement. While Heather, Bronwyn, and others endured this rough night, it's clear that Lisa Barlow would never have been there. Flying coach or roughing it in a tiny RV is simply not in her style, and that absence sets the stage for her grand re-entrance later. Breakfast that morning is a bizarre affair. Steaks cooked in the middle of the woods, eaten with flimsy plastic cutlery, and it's during this awkward meal that Heather opens up about feeling ready to become an empty nester. Bronwyn, on the other hand, is struggling with her own feelings about her daughter moving out. While Heather sees it as a fresh start, Bronwyn feels anxious, creating a subtle but poignant clash of emotions. It's a brief yet meaningful reminder that even among friends, life transitions can hit differently, and both perspectives are valid. Once the ladies return to civilization, Lisa Barlow makes her anticipated appearance, meeting Heather for lunch. Even though Lisa wasn't on the camping trip, her name came up repeatedly, and Heather fills her in on all the details. Naturally, the conversation veers toward Bronwyn bringing up Lisa's legal troubles. Lisa dismisses them with her signature confidence, calling the lawsuits nothing burgers that are either already dismissed or in the process of being resolved. Her quote, "No one sues the bottom, bitch. They all go for the top," is a perfect encapsulation of her fearless personality and, quite frankly, deserves a place on a coffee mug. But the real tension emerges when Lisa learns who did, or didn't, come to her defense during the conflict. Heather reassures her that she stood up for her, while Meredith's support was minimal and Angie was aggressive. Watching Lisa process this, especially during her first scene back on the show, is unexpectedly emotional. Rather than anger, her tears seem to stem from pure exhaustion, showing a side of Lisa rarely seen, vulnerability. It feels like she's reaching her limit, juggling the constant scrutiny of both her personal life and her business. Meanwhile, Bronwyn and Whitney take their drama to new heights, literally, by meeting on a mountain to discuss Lisa's lawsuits. They reveal juicy details from the court documents, including claims that Lisa didn't formally dispute a debt and responded with only a palm face emoji and OVRYHLMED. It sounds very much like Lisa, and these moments highlight how trivial actions can be blown up in the public eye. Additionally, the suit alleges she tried to keep her husband, John, out of the loop adding another layer of intrigue to the story. Across town, Mary and her son, Robert Jr., have a heartfelt conversation about his ongoing battle with addiction. These scenes are raw and intense, revealing the struggle of coping with isolation and breaking free from destructive habits. Robert opens up about returning home without his old social circle, finding it difficult to stay on track without slipping back into past routines. While he admits to unhealthy coping mechanisms like overeating and smoking weed, Mary remains a supportive and understanding presence. It's a delicate dynamic, and the inclusion of these personal stories in the show is a reminder of how reality TV can balance dramatic entertainment with genuine human experiences. Back in lighter territory, Bronwyn and Heather have lunch together to clear the air over their empty nesting debate. Bronwyn attempts to explain her perspective about her daughter leaving home, while Heather reflects on her own readiness for this next chapter. Sure, both women show emotional intelligence, recognizing that misunderstandings often stem from projecting personal feelings onto others. Their ability to work through this shows the power of communication and friendship, even amidst the chaos that surrounds them. Yet, tension remains, with Lisa caught in the middle, particularly over why Bronwyn was so aggressive toward her during the trip. Bronwyn insists that Lisa's repeated attacks nullified any previous peace agreement, but she also emphasizes that she doesn't want to ruin her friendship with Heather. It's a delicate balancing act, and viewers can sense the underlying strain. Boo. The episode also introduces a new character, Amy Steele, a Utah socialite hosting a high-profile party. Naturally, the housewives descend on the event, and Lisa Barlow arrives ready to face the group. Her entrance immediately turns heads, especially when she corners Meredith to ask what was said about her during the camping trip. Meredith gives a vague response, prompting Lisa to turn to Brittany, who gives a full by-play of the trip's events. Brittany's fearless honesty adds fuel to the fire, revealing that Bronwyn exaggerated certain facts and Angie compared Lisa to Jen Shah. Watching Lisa absorb this information is a masterclass in reality TV drama. She's calm, composed, and ready to confront her detractors. The confrontation escalates quickly. Lisa approaches Angie, and when Bronwyn tries to interject, Lisa dismisses her outright with the classic line, "You're dismissed," perfectly turning the legal tension into comedy. Lisa's sharp wit continues as she calls Bronwyn a gout dick-sucker, leaving viewers laughing at the absurdity and audacity of the moment. Amidst all the chaos, the scene also touches on rumors about who pays for Lisa's Amex card, with Lisa denying claims that anyone else finances it, and humorously flipping the accusation toward Bronwyn. The entire sequence feels like a game of ping-pong, with insults, legal jabs, and drama bouncing back and forth, keeping viewers glued to their screens. Episode 2 also highlights the complex dynamics among the cast. Lisa's return brings both closure and new conflicts, showing that while friendships can be repaired, tensions simmer just below the surface. Heather and Bronwyn's reconciliation over empty nesting demonstrates the importance of empathy, Yet Lisa's fiery presence reminds everyone that unresolved issues will always find a way to explode. Meanwhile, new faces like Amy Steele introduce fresh energy, ensuring that the social landscape of Salt Lake City remains unpredictable. This mix of old rivalries, legal drama, and new alliances is what keeps RHOSLC exciting, balancing emotional depth with over-the-top confrontation. Ultimately, Law and Out of Order reinforces why viewers keep coming back to RHOSLC. The episode blends comedy, tension, heartfelt conversations, and explosive confrontations in a way that feels both entertaining and relatable. From Lisa Barlow's powerhouse return to Bronwyn and Heather's emotionally charged discussions, each storyline weaves into a larger tapestry of friendship, rivalry, and personal growth. Lisa's handling of the legal drama, coupled with her confrontational humor, makes her a magnetic presence, while the quieter moments, like Mary supporting Robert Jr. remind us of the human heart beating beneath all the chaos. By the end of the episode, audiences are left anticipating how these conflicts will evolve, who will align with whom, and what new surprises will shake up the social scene in upcoming episodes. In short, this episode is a roller coaster of emotions. It's funny, tense, heartwarming, and explosive all at once. Lisa Barlow's return injects the perfect amount of chaos and charm. Bronwyn and Heather show us the beauty of emotional intelligence amidst drama, and the addition of Amy Steele promises even more fireworks to come. If there's one thing this episode proves, it's that RHOSLC continues to deliver drama with style, wit, and plenty of unforgettable moments. Whether you're here for the lawsuits, the insults, or the emotional heart, Two Hearts, Episode 2 has it all, and it sets the stage for a season that promises to be even more outrageous than the last.